Today, I want to talk about the old custom of preluding. You might wonder what preluding is. I had never heard of it until quite recently myself, but it was an old way of kind of trying out the piano and playing a few improvisatory passages before you begin your concert. You see, in the old days, they never used to start their recitals by playing the first note of the first piece listed on the program, but they would improvise a prelude. The piece you just heard at the start of this video, that was by Liszt, and it was a fantastic example of how Liszt must have improvised his preludes. But why did they do preluding? Did you know in the old days, the piano keys used to come in a variety of sizes. So pianists in the old days faced sometimes smaller keys, sometimes wider keys, and they would have been prepared for that. I did go to visit some museums of historic instruments, and sure enough, they did come in a variety of sizes and all very different actions. The pianists were used to facing a diversity of instruments, and they would have adapted accordingly. And for them, the main function of preluding was to get used to an unfamiliar piano. You see how Liszt tries out the bass sonority at first, followed by a long arpeggio to explore the whole keyboard. And then he tries out the action of the piano. He does try trilling. Try staccato and some more arpeggio. It seems such a shame that as the keyboard size was standardized towards the end of the 19th century, some interesting traditions such as preluding disappeared. Now, there was an interesting opportunity for me when I visited Cheetham School in Manchester to give a concert and also to give classes, and have a look at this piano. This is a normal Yamaha C3 piano, but the keys are smaller to suit pianists with small hands. And I thought that was a kind of situation you would do your preluding. I did look up some writings by various people, and there was this guy called Philip Anthony Corey who wrote on preluding. Hans von Bülow comments on it, and if you want to hear the real live preluding, you can listen to some of Busoni's recording, and you hear him improvising some links between one piece to the other. And Czerny, who was a pupil of Beethoven, who also taught Liszt, he wrote a complete theoretical and practical pianoforte score, Opus 500. And there's a chapter on it, on how to do the preluding, and he gives lots of examples. He says you can just play some simple chords, progression like something as simple, or if you want something tuneful, there's this one in G major. By the way, you can transpose them to any key you like. You can stock up on figurations you learn from Czerny or from other people, and then you can transpose, make modifications, make up your own, so you can do your own preluding. Another thing he says is that it's good to incorporate some of the themes from the piece you're about to play. And I was going to play the Appassionata in Cheetham School, so I wondered how I can incorporate themes from the Appassionata. So let's try this. think it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I think that's a way to ruin the great appassionata sonata. So you might not want to do that with this piece. But I think it's a shame we don't do that anymore. In this modern era, are we in danger of everything becoming a bit uniform with the standardized keys, standardized interpretation, everyone following the text scores? We stopped improvising in concerts, in classical concerts at least. And is it about time we embrace more variety in the ways we present piano recitals again? Wouldn't it be more fun? Or even reintroducing a variety of key sizes, as Cheetham School started exploring? As Liszt says, always a little variety. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye!